Let's take a look at the top headlines first. Supreme Court directs Center to look into Sapo blockade on Mao community. Special CBI court sentences 2 convicts to life imprisonment in connection with brutal killing of Lungnila Elizabeth. MPCC query government about undistributed NFSA scheme facilities. Federation of Civil Society Kangleipak insists immigrants to go back to their own land. And Bishnupur Commando arrests 2 vehicle lifters. Hello and good evening. Welcome to ELITETV English Primetime News at 6. I'm Utpala. Before giving you the news, we request you to follow the SOP given by the government. Wear face masks when out in public, wash hands regularly and maintain a minimum distance of 6 feet between one person and another. ELITETV requests you to get vaccinated in time to protect ourselves from this virus and play a part in the fight against COVID-19. Now the news in detail. The Supreme Court on Monday has directed the Government of India to look into issue of complete ban on settlement, residency, trade and commerce and movement of the Mao tribe members through the Southern Angami tribe settlement areas in the state of Nagaland and through National Highway 2. According to the press release, it is informed that the Apex Court issued the directive after hearing on a public interest litigation PIL filed in connection with the current blockade and quit notice imposed by the Southern Angami Public Organization SAPO of Nagaland on the Mao community of Manipur. The bill was filed by Kuraijam Athoba, convener of Mao Imphal Market Coordination Committee and Vice President of IPSA. It stated that the SC's directive was issued by a bench comprising the Chief Justice of India, D.Y. Chandrachud, Justice P.S. Narasimha and Justice J.B. Pardiwala. It may be noted that since December 15, 2022, the Southern Angami Public Organization SAPO and the Southern Angami Youth Organization SAYO have imposed a blockade on settlement, residency, trade and commerce and movement of Mao tribe members through Southern Angami tribe settlement areas in Nagaland, and various incidents of violence have occurred. It also stated that such incidents have been sought to be linked by the Southern Angami tribe members to their alleged traditional and tribal rights over the 32.29 square kilometers of Koziri forest and to 2/3 of the Suko Valley, which are otherwise within the undisputed constitutional boundary of Manipur. Efforts were made in the past to resolve the issue through tribal bodies have failed to resolve the problem. It further added that the embargo on Mao tribe people for access to National Highway 2, Asian Highway 1 has severely affected movement of Mao tribe members and their business more specifically. The next hearing will be on March 20th. A special CBI court on Monday sentenced 2 men to life imprisonment for kidnapping and murdering an 8-year-old daughter of a former Manipur minister in 2003. The court pronounced the verdict 20 years after the murder of the minor girl. The court sentenced Nyombam Romi Mekte alias Roman and Letkosai Haukip alias James Cookie to life imprisonment for kidnapping and murdering the minor girl. The CBI had registered this case on March 29, 2004 on the request of the Manipur government and took over the investigation of the FIR earlier registered at the Lamphale police station against unknown culprits. MPCC spokesperson Ningomam Bhupenda queried the reasons behind the consistent hikes of prices for prerequisite items. Speaking to media in a press meet held at Congress Bhavan, he maintained that the cost of prerequisite items were enormously increasing, highlighting the hurdles faced by public during economic blockades. He queried the government about NFSA's scheme rise of December 2022, which remains unavailing to the public. He further queried the government of India about the failure to fully implement the Facilities of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution Guidelines, adding to provide the quantity of rice and enclose the steps taken up by the authority concerned after the order.
Napsagi beneficiary Pangiba Kambu Sing the Cheng Pangdre. Sing the Pangadaba Cheng Napsagi Cheng Pangdre, Damda Pangadaba Napsagi Cheng Pangdre. Adu ergadi Napsagi Cheng Nena Manipur ki oina Pira Eva allocate or Ibo Karai the Mankragi, Karai the Secretary, Karai the Link Oikragi Hypo. Aduka home dana, come down a market, the Cheng as Ashukimatic Pangibano Haiba, Ashukimatic Kiji Yang Hede Lissing Karalergadi, Hayang Chilergadi, Lissing and York, Pum the La Aniba. Adu ergadi Manipur Lai represent could come down him or Haibanova. Mayam Yingu Chengi Matang, Napsagi Matang Sida. A coin a yam seriously. Masila we Madam the Kalino have that. I call you from Popa, Congress Matam, the Piviramba, Madugumba, Adikar. Mayam Yingu. A coina. Bahara Sarkana, CNC 2022 December, the Pangada Napsagi Chen. Aduga, Handaki 2023 February Chen Asi, Karai Chakra Gay Haina Mayamna, Hamnari. At 2022 December, Matam the Layamba, Hana COVID ki Matam the Piramba, Ekogi, Pradhan Mantri Tongandaski Mamado, Maduka Tat Kre, Haibaki Pau Chupangi.
President of Federation of Civil Society Kanglepal FOCS Manihar stressed that immigrants create conflicts between the indigenous people of state and asserts to go back to their own land. In a press meet held at Fox office in Wangkai Ningthempukri Makwal, Manihar further stressed that many illegal influx immigrants were demanding their homeland, which is unfortunate, and termed it as inviting for a war. Immigrants were naming villages in state, implying that it destroyed the history of Manipur, adding to stop threatening people of the state immediately. He further appealed to the authority concerned to implement Manipur Land Revenue and Reformation Act 1960 to defend the problem of land and community in state, and calls the attention of government, cautioning for agitation to review the act and to revoke. He pointed out that the proscribed outfit NSC and IM had already mentioned the indigenous groups of the state.
Problem is talking about Manipur government that when appeal to Masi Tabo and Zoo on Tokyo Hidana in Mamma Tamziki, but much serious in Lobira Kanda, Asigum Laba, Lamgi problem, Amaditonga community problem say, like the Nabagina Manipur and Gasi, Kogi Langi, Batul in a British government Sambiraba, Manipur Land Reformation and the Revenue Act 1960 is a Machine Manipur implement Rokanda, Lamgi Adugumba. Yamna Amaga bias and Amaga settled away another Bagidamata, Mepung Kudemo the Kudong Jaba, Yananaba, community Amana Magilam Habaki to Kontobong Amdanaba, Shigonaba, Manipurda, Kogi 1960 the game implement August and then like give a business Yamamba, Manipur give anything as Langi, invite winner. About Sigumlaba, Reformation and the Revenue Act 1960s, Manipur implement Aroganda, Adugumba, Manipur Lady Singers, Lamjip season Halaganda, Igi Magi Habado, like Tanabaduma, the Manipur government, to Bomatam, the Miang Changbu, Nataragadi, Aquasu, Hariba, Ekasigi, Manipur, removed on about Manipur, reviewed on Nabakita, Federation of Civil Society and Singakanda, Equi, Tongan Manipur Leriba, Manipur Punungshiba, Manipur people, Singal and Equi, Akan Changelani, Habazama, Manipur government. Mapamdamati, Tongan Lambumi Horiba, Chilena singing Mapamda, Asima, Armada, I appeal to
Mass social movement is the need of the hour to address the socio-political issue of Manipur, being concerned with the present situation where there is an urgent need to address the burning social-political issue affecting the whole society of Manipur. Naga Youth Forum, Manipur NYFM, a civil society organization for promoting peace and harmony in Manipur, is constrained to make the following statement, said President of NYFM Amu Pamay. He further stated that Manipur has been in the national news recently for the massive loss of forest cover. According to India's Forest Report 2021, Manipur recorded a loss in forest cover of 249 square kilometers in 2021 compared to forest cover in 2019. In 2019, forest cover loss was 499 square kilometers as compared to the previous assessment in 2017. From 2017 to 2019, Manipur lost a total forest cover of 758 square kilometers. This is in contrast with the increase of 2,261 square kilometers in the total forest and tree cover for the whole country during 2019 to 2021. Deforestation to facilitate poppy cultivation has been mainly responsible for most of the forest cover loss during this period. Correspondingly, drug trafficking has also been on the rise, as evidenced by the massive seizure of drugs in the state. Drugs originating from the neighboring countries and trafficked through the state have also been seized in other parts of the country. He maintained that responding to this critical situation, the government of Manipur, under the leadership of Chief Minister N. Biren, has been undertaking a massive campaign against drugs under the banner of War on Drugs since November 2018. He further added that in the process of the drive against poppy cultivation, it has been found that many areas under the reserve forest and protected forests are under poppy cultivation. Many illegal encroachers were also found within these forest areas. This led to the investigation into the existence of many illegal settlements within forest areas. For instance, Songjang village, evicted recently from Janpur Kaupom Protected Forest, is a new settlement established in 2021. As per the statement of the Forest Department, the establishment of a new village inside a protected village violates Section 30C of the Indian Forest Act 1927, Rule number 73-4, 73-5 of Manipur Forest Rules 2021, Section 2 of Forest Conservation Act 1980, and Supreme Court order passed in WPC number 202 of 1995, and is treated as encroachment in the protected forest. Besides the long-term impact of climatic change, another immediate big impact of deforestation is that Manipur is facing floods during the rainy season and drought and shortage of drinking water during winter. The massive herbicides and fertilizers used for poppy cultivation have become a big cause of health hazards. Many new villages, both recognized and unrecognized, have been detected in the follow-up investigation. There have been instances where more than 10 villages in different districts under a single village chief are recognized. The villages are also found to be named after their forefathers and not by location. It is also very alarming that many villages with fictitious populations, Aadhaar cards and voter IDs have also been found. The process of timely streamlining has so far been blocked by the elected representatives for their selfish ends. Sadar Hills, present Kangpokpi, had 179 villages in 1969, which has grown into massive 534 villages in 2021, an impossible growth of 198%. This can be compared to the growth of villages in Senapati district with 126 villages in 1969 and 140 in 2021, a growth of 11% growth. Similarly, Churachandpur had 216 villages in 1969 and 544 villages in 2021, a growth of 150%. Tengnopal and Chandel had 232 in 1969 and it has increased to 446 in 2021, a growth of 100%. Tamenglong and Noni recorded a growth of 29%. Ukhrul and Kamjong district have recorded a negative growth of 6% in the number of villages. Correspondingly, an attempt to control land and resources has been translated into a political movement demanding a separate political status. This has resulted in socio-political issues in Manipur. This is evidenced by the recent agitation launched by some sections of people in support of the illegal encroachment in the reserve and protected forests. A mass social movement is the need of the hour to address the present artificial socio-political issue created by vested interests. It is a moral responsibility and bounden duty of all those who desire a peaceful and prosperous society, irrespective of their caste, creed, or ethnic affiliation. He said that the demand of the movement to the government of Manipur and the government of India shall be for immediate action to identify and delete the fictitious villages and delete the bogus population, to identify and delete the bogus Aadhaar cards and voter identity cards, and de-recognize chieftainship heading multiple villages, enact appropriate laws for new village recognition. The NYFM appeals to all the citizens of the state to extend support for this mass social movement for peace and harmony in Manipur. A team of Bishnupur Police Commando arrested 2 vehicle lifters who had stolen a black Bolero from Imphal area and drove towards Churachandpur district along Tidim Road at around 4 a.m. this morning. During the preliminary verification at the spot, the lifters were identified as T. Lungkhomang Haukip, aged 37 years, son of T. Tangzangam Haukip from New Boljang, and K. Sienthang Lian, son of K. Sienthang Thang from D. Laikot village. As per source, the individuals revealed that they had stolen the Bolero Storm bearing registration number MNO1 W8737 from the gate of medical oxygen service located at Sagopan, Bijoy Govinda Mamanglikay, Imphal. They further revealed that they used I-10 sports car bearing registration number MNO2 A9884 for the said crime. Accordingly, the vehicles, along with their respective service identity cards, driving license, 2 Aadhaar cards, 1 labor card and registration certificate of the said I-10 and 2 mobile phones with 3 SIM cards were seized from their possession and arrested the accused persons at 4:30 and 4:35 a.m. respectively by observing the formalities. The arrested persons, the seized items along with arrest and seizure memo were handed over to Bishnupur Police Station for further necessary legal action. The inaugural session for the state-level training on mapping and listing activity for first phase of 6th round of National Family Health Survey, popularly known as NFHS-6, was launched at Diocesan Social Service Society, Manchipukri, organized by the Center for Market Research and Social Development Private Limited today. The session aims to provide essential data on health and family welfare needed by the central and state government and other stakeholders for formulating policies and acquiring information on important emerging health and family welfare issues. Speaking on the occasion, Director of State Health Mission, Dr. N. Somorjit, stated that it is important to collect quality data as the future of Manipur's health scenarios lies in the responsibilities of the investigators. He also asserted that they should be free from any bias before going to field.
And isolating them so that it doesn't spread to the whole population. So like that, when you collect data in the field, you must know what you are doing and it should be accurate as well as valid. These are the few points I wanted to highlight. I hope it will come into use when you go to the field, and hope you will have a good survey, because in the last, I will cite an example. In NHSS 4, the anemia 4 to 5, it's done every 5 years. So in the last survey was done in 1919. So there was an increase in anemia of 50%, 30%. So we have doubts. That means every second child is an anemic. Do you believe? You know anemia, na? That less of hemoglobin. Around 40% of our pregnant women are anemic.
Socialist Students Union of Manipur SSUM observed its 9th Foundation Day at Lalambung High School today. Speaking on the occasion, Headmistress of Lalambung High School, El Jamuna, asserted that the efforts of students' organizations for the sake of students are appreciable. She stated that parents should break the stigma that government schools are lacking in education. She further said that if parents took better responsibilities, their children will be succeeding, and education is must in this modern period.
Mai papa miyoi ama oinanabagi dabakta kari thodang sangbage haibase oja singna so haibirangani aduga aigoi ina thengnajarpa lairik singga so adumak thengnari makoina hairamba matamda aigi asengba pamdam mamakak thamba machangi aina pamise karino haibasi mat thamba machangi adugi matungda ai kanna honaba masu changi haiba singse aigoi pangthokpa machangi Ngasi ba class 10 kabiriba ay general ichanupi saklaba inaw saklaba nakoina pami se karino ay class 10 da ma kya phangdoino ai pisi kya satoi no ai se ngasi dagi hauraga nakoi honaba machange.
Meanwhile, President of Sasom Sarai Samyaima stated that there is still lack of teachers in government schools. He asserted that the students need to get good education to stand against poverty and to be parted from drugs. It is very shocking to see very young children using drugs, he added. He further remarked that to become a successful person, one needs to keep an aim in life and try to achieve it. He is sure to give notebooks and pens for the Lalambung High School students. Information Secretary of Ziliangrong United Front, Kamson Group, has informed that one corporal of Jeng Chui Group, Long Chui Kamai, son of Lieutenant Kam Juilung, has joined their party, leaving the Jeng Chui Group on 9th March. Murangthim Dhanabir Singh from Manipur has been appointed as State Director of Anti-Corruption Foundation of India. National President of the Foundation, Narendra Arora, sent an appointment letter on Monday. Presently, Dr. M. Dhanabir Singh is a platinum member of Anti-Corruption Foundation of India. The foundation is registered under Indian Trust Act and Niti Aayog and MSME Government of India. Besides, the foundation was certified by Central Vigilance Commission. Presently, the head office of the foundation was located at Haryana, Karnal. Meanwhile, Dr. M. Dhanabir is presently staying at DM University's South Campus. The centre has approved the additional central assistance of over 1,816 crore rupees under the National Disaster Response Fund (NDRF) to 5 states which were affected by the floods, landslides and cloudbursts in 2022. These states are Assam, Himachal Pradesh, Karnataka, Meghalaya and Nagaland. The assistance was approved by a high-level committee chaired by Union Home Minister Amit Shah. Of the total amount, over 520 crore rupees have been approved for Assam, 239 crore rupees for Himachal Pradesh, 941 crore rupees for Karnataka, 47 crore rupees for Meghalaya, and around 68 crore rupees for Nagaland. Home Ministry in a statement said that this shows the resolve of the central government to help the people of these 5 states who face these natural disasters. The ministry said that this additional assistance is over and above the funds released by the centre to the states in the State Disaster Response Fund (SDRF). During the financial year 2022-23, the central government had released more than 15,770 crore rupees to 25 states in their SDRF and around 502 crore rupees to 4 states from NDRF. Stay tuned, we'll be back after a short break.
Welcome you all to UNACO School Channel Imphal East, an exclusive co-educational residential school located on a sprawling 50 acres campus just 24 km away from Imphal City. The school will be affiliated to CBSE New Delhi. Academic session will begin on 1st April 2023 for classes 4 to 8. Registration commence open for 2023 and 24 session.
Are you looking for an affordable hotel in New Delhi? Well, here it is. Hotel Ambrosia, located at 217 Road number 6, Mahipalpur, just 15 minutes distance from Indira Gandhi International Airport. Isn't it good? Well, we provide 24/7 pickup and drop service, free Wi-Fi in all rooms, 24/7 restaurant service, daily housekeeping, proper car parking, fitness center, and many more. So what are you waiting for? Please contact Hotel Ambrosia, A217 Road number 6, Mahipalpur, New Delhi. Phone number 964-3504-772.
खंगनजवा मार्च 13 की अप्रैल 3 फाउवा चथगदौरिबा ISSLC क्लास 10 एग्जामिनेशन थागदौरिबा माहिरोइसिंगी मफमदा खंगनजरी मदुदी एग्जामिनेशन असिबु थाबा लाक्लिबा माहिरोइसिंगने एडमिट कार्ड पुरकपा मतमदा एडमिट कार्ड अदुदा मरी लेनबा प्रिंसिपल हेडमास्टर हेडमिस्ट्रेस सिंगी साइन यावरकदबनी लोइनना एडमिट कार्ड यावदबा माहिरोइसिंग सेंटर ता चंगहनजरोय एग्जामिनेशन असि पुंग 9 दगी हौगदबा मरमना माहिरोइसिंगना पुंग 9 मखाइगी ममांगदा सेंटर दा यावरकदबनी लोइनना pung 9 minute nifuga manga dagi examination hall da changhan-gani pung 8 minute 10 gi matung da lakpa mahairoi sing examination center da changhan-jaroi science subject ki oina chemistry physics amadi biology haina tongan ba answer script sing pigani social science ki oina su geography history civics and economics haina tongan ba answer script sing pijagani mahairoi sing na piriba answer script ki matung ina subject ki answer adu ivigadabani physics ki answer chemistry natraga biology ki answer script da ive yaroi hairiba asi thengnarabadi madugi answer adu mark hotpada yaudabata natana cancel chatkani khanganjariba Dr. S. Mangijau Singha, Secretary Bosem.
Welcome back. You're watching ELITETV English News. 3,61,000 crore rupees loan had been given to micro, small and medium enterprises MSME under Emergency Credit Line Guarantee Scheme. The scheme was launched in 2020 as part of Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan to support eligible MSMEs and business enterprises to restart their businesses in the context of the disruption caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. This has benefited 1 crore 19 lakh borrowers. In a written reply to a question in Lok Sabha today, Minister of State for Finance Dr. Bhagwat Kisan Rao Karad said the scheme covers all the sectors of the economy. Speaker of Assembly Thomas A. Sangma on March 13th informed that during the Business Advisory Committee BAC meeting, the members decided to have a full budget session starting from March 20th to March 28th. Sangma informed that 2 days for private members' business will be allocated and more time will be given to them during the autumn session and 5 days of government business. Additionally, he stated that the election of the Deputy Speaker will be held on March 20th and notifications will be given out tomorrow so that candidates can file their nominations.
I cannot just say like that because when the works are awarded to any company or any construction firm or agency, they have to fulfill there is a certain agreement. The understanding memorandum is there, so without which I cannot just say that and remove those contractors or agencies which are the implementing agencies, just like that. We have to ensure that they are not complying to the agreements that were set when the work was awarded to them. So if they are fulfilling those things and there are certain I would say justifications has to be made.
And now in sports news, Major Bob Cutting Memorial Football Tournament concluded on 13 March 2023 after 13 days of exhilarating and intense competition between 20 teams from Manipur State. The thrilling final match held at Mission Veng Ground, Laimakong between football lovers team from Jingmang Village, Senapati and Brother FC from Sabomena Village, Senapati was witnessed by more than 1,200 locals. Football lovers won by 0-3 goals and were crowned the champions. Honorable Youth Affairs and Sports Minister of Manipur, Govindas Kontojam, was the chief guest on the occasion and felicitated the teams. The Sports Minister commended the efforts of the Red Shield Division in providing such an opportunity to the local youth and helping in overall progress and development of the society. For ELITETV News Channel, contact the email address info@elitv.in or 940-289-0982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow us on Facebook page, Instagram and Twitter for more information about the channel. And now, before we wind up for the day, let's take a look at the top headlines once again. Supreme Court directs Centre to look into Sapo blockade on Mao community. Special CBI court sentences 2 convicts to life imprisonment in connection with brutal killing of Lungnila Elizabeth. MPCC query government about undistributed NFSA scheme facilities. Federation of Civil Society Kanglapak insists immigrants to go back to their own land. And Bishnupur Commando arrests 2 vehicle lifters. And that's all we have for today. Thank you for watching ELITETV English News. Stay safe and have a great evening.